Now if we click on any of the categories, it's going to take us to the page where we should see the list of thumbnails. As you can see, we've got this arrow here because the get images function, which we have inside of our gallery.php, as you can see we echoing is here, still hasn't been created. Also, as I've just realized, this URL here, it should be website development underscore services to match obviously the URL which we've got for the other pages. So let's open our functions.php file and let's copy the name of this function, scroll right to the bottom and create a new function called getImages. We will be passing one parameter to this function, which will be called category. And as usual, let's copy the content of the previous function, paste it here just to save us a little bit of time. Now we will be selecting everything from images this time, where category equals category. We don't need single quotes because the category parameter will send to this function will be the numerical of the numerical type. Okay, then we add order by display order, any ascending order. Okay, now we've got our statement ready, so we can scroll down to if total is more than 0, then out. We're starting with the UL tag of the ID. Oh, that's not the word. ID equals images, the style which we've just created actually in the previous video. Okay, now we're going to be creating a do while loop again, and we're passing our rows, MySQL fetch sock into it. Okay, and we're going to start with the if statement is file, and now our path root path dot directory separator dot gallery underscore path underscore thumb dot directory separator dot rows image, and that's the entire condition. So if this file actually exists as and is readable, then we will display our out.equal li with the a tag href equals backslash to escape the double quotes. Okay, and then double quote dot, and let's copy this entire thing because it's basically what we're going to be displaying here, our image dot double quote. Then we apply the title as well, equals, and the title will be, we copy this rows image to double quote dot this rows image dot and double quote, and the image will be replaced here with the caption for the title, and then we can close our a tag and semicolon, sorry, double quote and semicolon after that. Now before the href we can also add, we actually have to add class equals zoom and rel equals group. This is for our jQuery plugin for the Lightbox. Okay, then we continue with our out variable. This time we're going to display the image source. Actually, I just realized that this one should actually be we should be linking to the large image, so obviously we need to remove this underscore thumb from the gallery path. And now source, we copy this actually we copy this whole thing from the is file function, after double quote dot, because this is the thumbnail which we'll be displaying here. Then we have our alt tag. Any alt tag is going to be the same as our caption, so double quote dot caption and dot double quote. Then we can create actually a new alt variable and continue, because it's getting actually, these lines are getting a little bit long. Okay, so now actually now we will output the get size function, but actually after the caption here, after this alt tag, we should create one space, and now we use get size function. We will be retrieving width and height, so fourth case as a first parameter, and then path to our thumbnail down here. We can close the bracket, then out again, dot equal, and we are creating a space, / closing image, closing a tag, closing li tag, semicolon, and after our while we add to the out variable by closing ul tag. Okay, now I don't think we have, no, we haven't got actually get size function inside of these functions on the front end. So if we open our admin folder, go to our inc folder, inside of the admin, open functions from this folder, try to identify get size function, there we go. If we copy the entire function to our functions on the front end and paste it right before this new function which we just created, now I think we are all set and ready to go. So just make sure that obviously you amend your config.php file, which is inside of the inc folder, inside of the root of your site, to make sure that all these parts, the root path actually matches the root of your site on the server. So once you've done this, if we open the page, refresh, obviously there are no images at the moment assigned with any of the categories. If we go back to our gallery, as you remember, we haven't got any images here because we've cleared the database. So if we can go back, doubling the same, so we can actually display some message perhaps here. So if we check this, if total equal is more than 0, then we display the list, else let's display the message out equals, and the message could be in a paragraph, there are no images associated with this category. Okay, if we save, go back, click on a category, you can see we've got this message now displayed whenever we go to the category which doesn't have any images. Okay, so we have the list of them. In the next video, we're going to actually test the entire application, try to add a few images and see how they are displayed on the front end and whether we need to amend anything else.